Welcome to Narrowboat, the James built. Hope you're well, thanks for joining me. Well, good morning. It is bright and early. I've surprised myself and loads to do today. First thing I need to do is move the boat from here, a couple of locks up to cow roast. Excellent, let's get cracking. This is a very pretty Dudswell bottom lock, lock number 48. This is Donkey's Pound. We call it that because there's a donkey sanctuary up there. And you can hear them eoring. And then there's one more lock, and then that is cow roast, and then I think that's where I'm going to moor. Then there's another lock which then takes us up to the Tring summit, but I don't think I have to go through that next lock. So just one more. I'm in the lock, just time to make myself a quick cup of coffee. This one makes a double. It's a little result. I've just come out of Dudswell bottom lock, and there's some pair of boats here waiting to go in, and there's quite a few boats coming down, and I've realised they're all going to the Rickmansworth Festival, which is this weekend. Right, I can see the flags of HMS Serafina. Should be some room just in front of her. Happy days. Here we go. Our cow roast. Armco, plenty of parking, loads of water, bins. Oh. And Rob. Right, let's pull this back. And I think on Sunday we're going to make our way down the Marsworth flight, which I've never done in a northerly direction. But the reason we're doing it on Sunday is because there's volunteers. Well, hopefully there'll be volunteers manning the locks. So that means we can get through pretty easily, and then on Monday we'll start the voyage up. So I'm just walking back to the car now, go to Project 58, and the plan today is to do the blacking of the two strips at the bottom, so put first coat of blacking on them. I need to do a bit of blacking in the engine bay. I need to spray foam the sides of the hull. I'm toying with the idea of spray foaming the whole lot. So I need to buy some spray foam and the application gun, because it makes it a damn sight easier to do that. Need to slap on a bit more paint on the Vetus, and I've got to go shopping to get some supplies in for the trip to Crick. You must be as fed up watching me paint this Vetus as I am painting this Vetus. So as the sun was shining, I took my top off and painted it. You don't need to see that. Okay, I've run out of paint. So I basically try to put it on as thick as I can, but it's got a nice kind of even coating now. If I'm honest, I could do with another coat or two, but I'm probably not going to bother. I'm going to leave it as it is now. But yeah, that was very pleasant working in the sun doing that. Right, next up is, I got to chuck some of that on my Vactan strips. Right, here we go. Long reach roller, a little bit of International Intertough 16, and 2 Vactan strips. I'm going to start at this aftmost one because that is lower than the bow. So I'll get the worst bit over and done with first. I'm hoping, as some people have suggested, that I'll be able to reach halfway in if I get myself a long enough roller and just do one side and then the other. Right, let's see where I am. Well, it's hard to work out where it is now, to be honest. Oh, there's my lighter. Right, yeah, I could probably get halfway. Oh, I've forgotten to rinse out the roller. They store these in tubs of water because obviously they're forever using them, right? Because obviously quality blacking or bitumen repels water, and there's a school of thought amongst the narrowboating community that you can black a boat in the water, but essentially you can't. You can black a boat and then put it straight in the drink and it won't affect the quality of the bitumen application. So I might put that to the test, because obviously when I go to Crick I'll leave here for a few days, so I might black a bit of steel, put it in the canal or in in the canal, and then pull it out a few days later and see how it's gone off. Put the theory to the test. Right, what am I doing here? Oh no, not them. These ones. Oh. I've got quite a lot of bitumen left, so what I might do is, I'm not going to do the whole thing on a third coat, but I might do the stern, under the swim and everything, and the waterline. Right, that's that done. Okay, next up I need to apply some blacking to the timber in the bilge, in the engine bay. I also would like to clear out all of this and black it all, vac-tan it all and then black it all. This is a crucial area. This forms the drainage channels for the deck. Right, first off, let's get some pipes off there and black it all. Right, pipes. Right, so get these pipes out of here. So I want to black those 2 bits of timber and that board there. I think that's it, maybe that bit. I can black this. I think that's it, and then maybe get some floor paint and do these. Right. Right, that's the weed hatch done. That looks a lot better. Oh, actually, I've got to do the inside of that, haven't I? That does not look good. Right, good. So that's that done, that's that done, that's that done, and that's that done. It's looking a bit smarter in here now. Got to address them, but I can't bother to do that right now. Okay, next up is the spray foaming of this area here. So the plan is to kind of do a little bit of that base bit there, but all inside the port side hull wall, starboard side hull wall. That's the bit for the kind of gas locker bulkhead there. So I'll do all of that. I don't think I'm going to do this. I might just put some garage floor paint down there, but I might insulate it. I'll see how I go in terms of spray foam. You've really got to shake spray foam well as well, annoying. There's loads of different types of spray foam you can get. Essentially the main difference is whether it's closed cell, fire resistant or heat proof. This is just expanding foam, but the two main differences are the ways of the application of it. So this is a gun fitting because I'm using a gun. You can get one just with a little spout thing, but they're much harder to control. So I do suggest investing in one of them. They're really good, certainly for like a large area or kind of for fiddly parts or anything like that. It's much better. Just make sure the trigger is, that breaks the seal, and it's got like a valve there which affects how much the trigger can be pulled in. So at the moment it's turned off, so you can turn it a little bit just for get a small amount. You can get some extenders and stuff on here, but it should be all right. Okay, and start at the bottom and work your way up, because obviously gravity doesn't help then. It's just like icing a cake, but this expands, so obviously, so that more, you kind of just want a bit of thin layer, although that's not that easy when it's like this. Whoa, didn't want that to happen. That is sometimes the risk. That area there was quite thickly put on, so I'll put it a bit thinner now. Right, with the exception of one little collapse, that's all gone fine. That one needs to be done, but that stuff needs to come off first. I could do with having some Vactan on it before I do anything else. Right. kind of gone off now, but it's like a marshmallow, but inside it's all pretty glunky and horrible. So tomorrow, once it's all fully gone off, I'll just scrape it off. Alright, you'll see that all my spray foam has gone off. I'm going to tidy up this one here, clean up. I've got to take the door frame apart anyway, so I'll sort that out at a later stage. And some of this bit here on this wall, it's got to come out. I think it's mostly okay. But yeah, all in here is good. So it's all gone off nicely. It's all nice and rock solid. It already feels much warmer and, you know, much more insulated, and actually kind of helps shape the boat a bit better now, to be honest. That's nice. I'm not yet sure what I'm going to do with the floor. I've still got another can of that left, can and a half. Yeah, so actually all of that, FYI, was just 2 of those big ones. So, but yeah, definitely if you're going to do any spray foaming, get yourself a gun. It's the only way to do it. Happy days. Right, now I can go and do the blacking myth busting challenge. So I've just got a 5mm bit of angled steel there. I've blacked it in International Intertough 16, so pretty much the best bitumen you can buy. I put a nice generous coat on, as you would do in steel. And as I said, people say you can just put it straight into water and it goes off. So let's try it. So there's a bit there which is not going to be in the water. All that is in the water. And we'll give it a couple of days and see if the myth is correct. Is it me, or is that Vitus exactly the same colour as that JCB? Right, well, I've run out of engine paint now, so we're done. That is as much work on the Vitus as I am doing. I can now turn my attention to the inside of the boat, because it's all been about base plate, engine build and all that kind of stuff. So, and now I've got the spray foaming done in there. I need to work out what I'm doing with the floor, whether it's going to be the garage floor paint or whether I'm going to spray foam it. I'm not too sure yet. Put some battens down and then I can put in the water tank. But before I put the water tank in, which is here, I need to take it to the deck, to the dockyard down there, and rinse it out and kind of clean it a little bit before I reinstall it back down there. But yeah, this is going to be now where I can turn my attention back to the inside. So galley's got to be ripped out, end of the bathroom's got to be ripped out, and the remaining stuff here in the bedroom needs to be ripped out, and that last bit of ceiling. And then I've got basically a blank slate. It's empty, which is ideal because Crick's coming up, and at Crick I'm going to hopefully get lots of inspiration for layout and stuff like that, because the best boats are on display at Crick, and there'll be lots of different kind of varieties of stuff for me to look at, lots of different layouts, lots of ways to do stuff, and having a blank canvas in here is kind of absolutely perfect for it. So I'm well looking forward to that. It's kind of timing couldn't be better, and I do need like a few days off. As I said, moving the boat yesterday and a little bit this morning was really nice. The Lister's performing well, so obviously I've just got to do a few more bits and pieces on slow patrol before she's properly ready to go, but I've got a day and a bit still this week to do that, and some time over the weekend. We don't depart until Monday, so plenty of time. But yeah, then I've got kind of 10 days doing Crick and stuff where I can think about the inside of this. I can also start thinking about a name. I've got big shoes to fill for that. This boat's got a name. but she's also out the water, so we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.